everybody, top of the afternoon to you. What a great day to show some properties. I've got about 3 clients I'm showing to today, but I wanted to get a nice video of where we're pulling into your Ramilette one, right? This is the golf course here. We are in the 7 Oaks / North Oaks community. It's on Oaks North is to the right, 7 Oaks is to the left. There's the sign. This is actually the way to the Bernardo winery as well. So bear with me. I will take you up to the property right now. I will be taking a right in about 3/4 of a mile on Ramilette. So here is the intro into the neighborhood. You can see here we crest up the hill, which I love. Let's keep the water off the property, right? Let's get higher. So we're cruising up right now. These are all detached homes on the right, detached homes on the left. Kind of an older community. It's Bernardo. So you can see here that this will take a right turn, I think around another hole. So there's the holes. Some golf there. Sorry, I accidentally pressed stop on the last one. We are cruising back to the entrance here, and it should be coming up here on the right if I'm not mistaken. And this is our right turn. I gotta take this call and I'll resume here in a second. Well, I found it right after I took a right off this street. I took a phone call on accident. It was Zillow, but I ended up just literally pulling right up to the house after that. So this is it right off Paseo Verano North, which really easy to get to and off the freeway. We are in Turnal a little bit, so we do kind of crest up and we get a little bit of view there. So you can see that's the mountain from Rancho Bernardo, Black Mountain. So you can see we're pretty far inland, but it is a great neighborhood. No power lines. All the houses kind of have a recent paint job on the outside. All the trims are done. Couple things I want to point out here. You can see how much roof replacement there was. See, every one of those tiles were replaced on that roof. That roof hasn't had replaced tiles. You can kind of see what people do to try to protect their roof from fully being replaced. That is the only replaced roof I see out of any of these homes. So let's take a look at this roof because it is a 40-year roof. You can see that I've got some replaced tiles up there at that crest. Those are all different colors. You've got a replaced ridgeline tile right there. But one thing I want you to know, I can tell by mortar if the roof's been taken off and put back on. Sometimes they're cleaner tiles because they get dirty and then they get clean when they come back on, but this mortar has not been touched. In other words, we have ourselves an original roof to this house, which no matter what happens to the interior insides of this, that roof's gonna pop, which we're gonna have to stay conscious of. So a couple things I want you to note. You've got kind of that side access entrance. All the windows have been replaced along with the slider doors. You've got a newer paint job on this, but it could use another one. I also see that you really do have no common features that are done with today's standards, like the flashing for a roof, things like that. So the roof's the one thing that just has not been touched here. Let me pan you around. You can see it's got a 0 lot line, so you go right up to that next house, just like the other house that we were in escrow on. You got a really nice setback from the front yard. You can see that no one's come by or driven by the whole time we're here. So really nice. Got to do a little bit of some maintenance out here with the rocks and the stuff like that, but for the most part, this looks pretty darn good. Let's go on in and take a look at this one. All right, walking right in. We do have the original door still. We've got a nice upgrade of a screen gate here, which really helps. The first thing I want you to notice when we walk in is just how high those ceilings go up when we walk in. I love those rafters. Those are really nice ceiling materials to use with the skylights coming in. Really nice pitch all the way over the dining room, which really gives it that nice character. You can kind of see how the ducting is done throughout here, right? This is all for ducting. So it's kind of that 90s indicative pop out that you see to hold the ducting in place. And then it does kind of create a little bit of a lower hallway here because the ducting's in this, okay? So let's walk right into the first bedroom and then I'll do the kitchen and backyard in a second. So this is bedroom number 1. It's got French doors off the office, but they did take the doors away so that you can immediately walk in and see this. The built-ins are attached to the walls, so this desk and all this system would come with the house. You've got kind of a hexagon-shaped room. It kind of curves in at a 45-degree angle. Great floor that's tied in through here. Really nice. They took the closet doors off to give it a little bit more space. And then I love the French door, the slider door coming out of here. Room lacks a little bit of natural light. That's just because the sun's in the back of the yard right now, so we would need to put some can lights in. We've got original fans here. Not really the best, but you do have some lamp lights, I believe. Ooh. That's for the pump out there, I guess, for that fountain. Well, you got to change that switch. I see some more switches here, so let me use those. There, a little bit of light there under the cabinet, and that was the fan switch. That electrical needs to get modified. That's a little weird here because this switch ties to an automatic pump of a waterfall right here, right? It's a little weird. But what I wanted to show you was just how low the ceilings are in this room. I'm 6 foot. These are like 6'6". Jerry, you're about that size too. This is a really low hallway. I mean, I can literally come by this light and just touch it. That's the only thing, is it really gives it that like, the Shining feel, right? Not a lot of natural light in here. Got a ton of doors off this wall. We've got doors for the AC system. We've got doors for the washer and dryer. We've got your French doors for the bedroom. And then with the low ceiling, it does kind of pop back up to another foot difference of height. So you do get a little bit more clearance in here. But for the most part, this room is rather dark despite having the French door through there. You can see it takes forever for my camera to zoom in. It's just a darker room, so we would definitely need to get some lights in this one. Let's take a look at the bathroom. This was done very well. You can see you got the dual sink, but you are gonna have to replace the countertops. The floor is a tumbled travertine. That looks okay, I guess. I'm not a big fan of tumbled anymore. It kind of dates the property. Beautiful California closet in here. This is dialed in. This is probably my favorite thing in the house so far besides the vaulted ceilings. And then you walk right and shut these doors so it gives a little bit more space in here. And then you got a nice built-in cabinet back there. And then what I like about this is there's no transition into the shower. Boom, you walk right in, you got your shower here, and then it just literally ties right into that floor. So when you're in here, obviously the pitch of the shower pan would keep that water down. And if not, it would be easy to just get right back into that drain. So not bad. It's a remodeled bathroom. They did can lights and the nice sinks here, but just a tad bit dated with the overmounts and then the tile, right? So not too quick that you have to do that, but just stay conscious of it, okay? Let's go into that last bedroom here. So that was an office, then you got the master, and then you got your hall bath, which is a full bath. It does need a little bit of love. They replaced the shower doors, but it's not the clear kind. So this one's gonna need a little modification as well. Then we have our last bedroom here to look at. This one's nice. It's got a good size to it. I say about 12 by 12. However, carpet stained here. Baseboards are original. They did replace the windows. We've got, horizontal blinds. You got a small crown that needs a little bit of paint and then an old fan. So I gotta be honest, I'm seeing pretty much every room I'm walking into that's gonna need some love here pretty soon. I'll take you into the garage right now. That way you can kind of get a feel of what I felt. When I walked in, I smelt a little bit of moisture into the house, stagnant. So I'm not gonna ever be able to pinpoint that, but what I can tell you is these people have been here for a long time. There's a lot of stuff here and it smells a little garagey / watery, and the only thing I can think of, my culprit, would be that I see previous water damage. This is in that corner by the garage. This roof is gonna pop here in the next. Let's go take a look at that beautiful kitchen. So this was a closet for storage, with laundry stuff, not laundry stuff, like cleaning materials. So this is that first closet off the office. Then you've got your bedroom, your washing machine, your door for the AC, your hallway bath, your third bedroom. So a lot going on this hall here with only really one window kind of feeding the natural light into this hallway. Coming back into the dining, you can just see how different this area feels with the vaulted ceiling. It's a completely different feel to go into that hallway from coming into here. So a little bit of weirdness there. You've got some overhang here where you guys can put your art and your artifacts and things like that. It's quite a big space. And then now let's go into the kitchen. But before I do, I want to let you know that you do have a really nice window system right here that's going to create all that natural light. My gut is to take those plantation shutters off, and then you've got a nice slider here that you can get out to the property. If you took those out, just think about your entry coming in and being able to see that whole outside except for vertical blinds or horizontal lines, right? Oh, I think I just caught something. So I am looking at this, and that is coming from right there. This roof's popped, guys. It's now starting to kind of leak. Ugh. Maybe that was the cancellation reason. Come on into the kitchen. It's kind of orangey, right? It's got a bright wood to it. The granite's the same color. The floor's the same color. You got a little bit of datedness with how they cut that little into the backsplash, but this is done really well. Great cabinetry. You got a nice square kitchen in here with a nice built-in eatery. Your refrigerator blends in with the cabinet selection, and they have lights. Based on those can lights, this kitchen was done in the last 8 to 12 years. It does have electrical cooking. You got nice countertop space, but man, is it really compartmentalized out of the room, right? You really are in this room to, stay in this room. This is a nice transfer outside though. I do see that I've got a pitch that's coming this way from the back side of the property. So I do need to stay conscious of drainage around this back portion, or I'm gonna have to replace all of this concrete from the rain coming this way. I do see a drain. I need a drain there. I need a drain there. I need a drain there. That's good. So I am seeing a conscious effort of drainage. I might need a few more just to keep this concrete intact. But let's take a look at this backyard together. We've got grapefruit. We've got bougainvillea, lemon, lime, olive, honeydew, and then orange, and then avocado. So you got all of them here. Really nice setback in the backyard, but I don't think it beats your golf course view, my man. Really cute though to do some gardening and have some artificial turf back here. You can see that that was the door to get into the plantation shutter room. This is the door to get into the master. You got a little bit of a, run here to be able to put your trash cans. That's your AC. So this is your space here to be able to put your stuff out of here. You got a wooden trellis here. I would say it's not bad. They kept a clear cover over it, so it's protected the wood. But you're gonna see a little bit of damage at the ends there. A little bit of damage on the baseboard too, holding it up. So I'd say the windows, that's about it that I see upgraded in the last 2 to 3 years. This is a 10-year kitchen. You got a recent floor here. However, I'm already starting to see some stainage coming in from the top side of that roof. That black is literally where it's coming in from. I don't know about this one. I think we're in a pretty darn good escrow myself. This one's gonna have between 30 and 50 plumbing and roof to take care of. And then you're gonna have to modify a lot of this paint and carpet just to kind of clean it back. And then you're still dealing with low hallways. You'd have to push all of this up a foot to lose the ducting. Doors have to be replaced, handles have to be replaced. This is about 30-year-old heater. This is a newer AC, so you'd have to replace the heater soon. I think you're in a great escrow, man. This showing really kind of made me feel you're getting a great deal. This is a lot of work still. They did a little bit of paint, a little bit of baseboard, and a little bit of flooring. But man, that might be short-lived. Windows are good, backyard's okay. You could do a little bit better, but for the most part, I think with what you're getting at your size square footage and doing about 2 or 3 weeks of work there, I think you've got a great escrow right now. Hope you guys enjoyed that. For you guys, I didn't realize that this actually isn't your access to get into your own backyard. So when I saw that door in the backyard for the other person, that was actually their stuff. So this actually leads into this backyard, not yours. So a little weird how you've got an entrance to your house, but on your side, it's your pathway. So that kind of leads to that pathway as well. And quite similarly for your residence, your pathway to get into your backyard is shared by his pathway. So to get to your yard, you got to go through his entryway. It's super weird.